It all starts with a sentence. In a simple, short, but striking sentence. The rule of investing. The first rule is not to lose money. The second rule is not to forget the first rule. This promise is a principle that applies not only to financial decisions, but actually to the whole of life. Because money is not just paper. Money is the representation of time, labor, and dreams. And Buffett reminds us this. It's up to us to protect, grow, and guide these dreams. Today I'm going to tell you not only about making money, but also about saving money, the right investment mindset, patience, discipline, and financial freedom. But this is not a technical education. This will be a wake-up call that will move you to action. Why is it so important not to lose? Because your starting line in investment is your capital. If you lose not only the money, but also your time, your self-confidence, and perhaps the courage to try again. Buffett says the first rule is don't lose money, because winning is a process. But losing sometimes happens with a 1-second mistake. That's why, before making every investment decision, you should ask yourself the following question. What do I really gain, and what can I lose by doing this? Protect your money, because it means protecting your time. You work 8 hours to earn a day, a year of your life, maybe 3,000 to 5,000 hours of labor. Now consider, if you're unconsciously losing 10,000 pounds while investing, you're actually throwing away not only the money, but also the time you spent working for months. Buffett's words whisper this in our ears. Be careful, because you're not just playing with money. You're playing with your future. The second rule, don't forget the first. Our mind is so focused on profit that we often forget that the most precious thing that needs to be protected is the one that exists. What do people look at when investing? Profit potential. What about the risk? That's where Buffett's advice comes in. Do not let the dream of profit blind you, because every opportunity is a possibility, but every loss is a reality. The stock market? Crypto? Real estate? The real question is, who are you investing in? To the product or to your feelings? Because people usually buy because they are rising and sell because they are falling. This emotional cycle destroys fortunes. Buffett's investments are the result of time, patience, and analytical ability. The question should be, is this asset really priced at its value or with hype? Great foundations are laid with small investments. If you say, I can't save money, I can't invest, I'm too late. Stop. Even Buffett himself made his first investment at the age of 11, although he said, I wish I had started earlier. Investment is not just money. Investment in knowledge, investment in relationships, investment in health. One small step you take today will offer you the shade of a tree 10 years from now. Bar chart, discipline, knowledge, and patience. 3 basic stones. Investing without discipline is a gamble. The news that you see on social media every day, this coin flew, this stock exploded, takes you away from stability. Investing without knowledge is like walking blindfolded in the middle of a river. Maybe you'll get somewhere, but most likely you'll get wet. Patience is the unseen hero of investing. Stocks fall, the market shakes, you have to know how to stay when everyone is running away. Because after the storm, the sun rises. What is financial freedom? According to Buffett, wealth is the freedom to do the job you want, where you want, with the people you want. Money is just a tool. What is it that you want to buy with it? Time? Freedom? Trust? Investment is the way to these goals. But the wrong investment can also take you away from this path. 7 steps to take action. Write down your expenses. Where are you missing it? Create an emergency fund. Don't invest in anything you don't know. Put aside 10% of your earnings every month. Train your mind. Learn financial literacy. Don't do what everyone else does. Make an investment plan and stick to it. Learn from mistakes, but don't be a prisoner to them. Warren Buffett also made a mistake, but he never took a big enough risk to make you forget the first rule. You can make mistakes too. The important thing is what you learned from this mistake and not to repeat the same mistake again. It is in your hands to build your future. No one will invest for you. No one thinks about your future as much as you do. Buffett's 1-sentence rule actually means that. Protect yourself. Save your labor. Protect your dream. Money is not just about numbers. He is your sweat, time, and patience. As you finish this conversation today, remember this. Every investment is a choice. Every decision is a path. And at the end of every road, there is either freedom or regret. Dig Warren Buffett's word into your mind. The first rule is not to lose money. The second rule, do not forget the first rule. And now ask yourself, am I determined enough to stick to these rules? If the answer is yes, may your path be clear, your investment is sound, your future is bright.